The thing that's going to stand out in the stats, the rebounding, big problem again. And then turnovers were a big problem in the first half. So we did better in the second half. I think we only had 2 turnovers in the second half. I don't know what the rebounding numbers were, but I think we may have won the second half by a point. So, we did better things in the second half, but, turnovers and rebounding are possession of the ball. So those are areas where we just got to continue to talk about it and try to make improvements.
Rick, you got back into the game. You did force 23 turnovers, leading to 24 points. Is that how you guys sort of climb back in?
Yeah, we picked up our pressure, made it tougher on them. Early in the game, they were getting a lot of easy shots that weren't contested. We weren't playing with enough force right out of the gate. And, this is part of the learning process for young guys that are put in this position, to start. Guys like Walker and Mathurin. It was a big responsibility and bringing the necessary level of force, at the beginning and then sustaining is really what it's about. And not just them, but they're going through some things that are new things to them, and so they're learning. They're trying hard. We're working with them on correcting things that need to be corrected, and making sure we're backing them up on things they're doing well.
You said earlier in the week, I think you said part of being an NBA coach is crisis management, injuries and all that kind of stuff. How do you and your staff, and again, I know it happens to all coaches, how do you deal with that during the course of a day when you find out Ben can't play and then Miles can't play?
Yeah, I mean, these were things that were, in the cards. Even after the game last night, there was a chance that this was going to happen. I was aware, and so you just got to look at the deck of cards that you have, and you got to make it work somehow. And I'm talking about young guys. I mean, Enrique Freeman gets an NBA start. That's a big deal, and he did some good things too. But he was up against a guy, Pirtle, that's very big, very underrated, and a very underrated offensive player. And so, it's just a lot of difficult things to deal with tonight. And so, it's a disappointing night.
Coach, today you faced Darko Rajakovic. He's part of that new generation of coaches like coming up, like is the case of Jordi Fernandez or John Majula. Do you see anything different in this new generation of coaches compared to the generation of coaches that have been in the league longer?
Yeah, I mean, the young coaches that are coming up right now are excellent. They've really worked at the game. They studied it. You can see now that almost every team in the league is picking up full court, so they're having real impact on the intensity, the overall intensity of the NBA game. That's great for the game. Makes it more competitive. Darko's a guy that I've known for quite a while. I've had great respect for the work he's done as an assistant coach and all his stops. And he earned the job here, and he's got this team playing very, very hard. So that's very notable.
Enrique, you guys are undermanned, and you get your first NBA start. What did that feel like tonight?
It felt amazing. Really wish we'd come out with the W, but it felt great. Just trying to do what I can do to impact winning.
You've got some great veterans around you, guys like Pascal and TJ and Tyrese and Miles. How impactful and important are they for you as a young player?
Super important. I mean, they're well experienced, so the knowledge that they have is one of a kind. So just trying to take that in, and today I had a few possessions where I was a little too high on the ball screen, and P's like, you can't be that high. So just taking that advice and applying it to my game.
I said during the broadcast that you're a pretty big guy, but you look pretty small out there against Jakob Poeltl. What's it like going up against a big guy like that?
I'm kind of used to it. I've always had to play bigger than my size, so just trying to not get him to get his spots. as a post player. That's the biggest thing, and just competing. And I think I was able to do that tonight.
Pascal, you guys dug yourself a hole. How'd you guys get back in it?
We didn't get back in it. We lost, right? So just gotta keep fighting. Obviously, on demand, but whatever. It's next man mentality. That's what the league is about. So we just gotta keep going, keep fighting.
You were a young player once. What can you do for the young guys like Jairus and Enrique who are experiencing, a start for their very first time?
Just gotta play hard. Play hard. Don't think about the game too much. Play hard. You're gonna make mistakes. Just move on from it. But I think your hard play is gonna help you a lot when things are not going well or when things are going well.
What's it like for you coming back here?
Obviously, familiar faces always feels good. Obviously it's a special place for me. But at the end of the day, the more you go, the more the years goes. Less and less cheer and move on. It's life.
It's a road trip that goes to Houston next. How do you guys turn that around and get a win?
Yeah, we backs against the wall, so we got to fight. I know we have that. We have that fight here as a team. Just gotta keep fighting. It's gonna be hard, and we understand that, and just gotta find a way to be consistent. And we're fighting right now, and I think hopefully we can get a break soon.
I remember when they told me I was too young to play for the team. That's the thing that really stuck with me. And just put fire in me, trying to get back in the game and trying to work as hard as much as I can and come back better. So that's the most important thing I remember. I know it's not positive as you would expect, but it helped me get to where I am today.
What was it like the last season, just being able to watch the team go to these finals, but not being able to contribute?
Sure.
Come into the season, what was that like for you watching, and then now?
It was super hard. It was super hard for me at first. I feel like those times of really my game. Just being in a moment, living big moments. It was tough, but I was blessed at the same time. I'm always trying to turn negative into positive. So I was able to be on the bench, pretty much see the game from a different perspective, and just help my teammates kind of see stuff that I've seen that they probably will not see on the court.
And you really get into attack mode, especially in that fourth quarter. You had 17 of your 28. You guys got back in it. I know you didn't win it, but how did you guys get back in the game?
You just got to feed the hot hand. I was hot. My teammates was able to find me. I wish, we would do that a little bit earlier, but that's why we improve. We're going to the next game and trying to win the next game.